Hello, my name is Mohammed Al-Jarousha. My student number is 110043874, and today I'm going to be demonstrating how to use GDB to debug programs in a Unix Linux environment. So here we have a file called copy.c. It copies the content from one text file to another. There are two errors in this program. The first is in this if loop, and the second is in this while loop, or sorry, an if statement, and the second is in the while statement. So GDB will catch this statement, but it won't catch this one because this one has an exit statement and an error statement, which um, gets, you know, it gets executed because of the way the if statement is set up, but because of, oh, sorry, I'm using VS, sadly. Okay, I feel like the internet just went out. I'll probably get this part out. Uh, um, I'm sorry that this isn't working. I've tried to use the website, and I've tried to use No Machine, and I've tried to use um, Oracle VirtualBox, but it's just not working, and VS is not working either. Also, Global Connect is not working, so I can't really use those other options. So I had to use CS Wi-Fi, but CS Wi-Fi is down apparently. So I'm gonna try to attempt to explain how I would do it, um, but I can't actually do it. So I apologize for that. I hope that that's okay because I'm afraid that the time for submission will run out. And yeah, I'm basically just gonna explain the process step by step, and I hope that's good enough. So let's see that. Okay, we have. Here we go. So like I was saying, GDB will announce the bug here and not here. But the reason for that is because the program is manually telling uh, the system to exit. Because when this is caught, it comes back as true even when it's not true. And it will flag the error, and this will work. While this, it will not come back as true because of the error, and so this while loop won't get executed, even if it's wrong. I mean, it might be wrong, it might not be wrong. The error might happen, it might not happen, but because of the way that the while loop is set up with the brackets, it will never be true, and therefore, this exit statement doesn't get executed, and so GDB doesn't actually raise a flag for that. So what do we have to do? Well, assuming that we were using the terminal, what we would do is we have a C extension file called copy.c. We would compile it using GCC with the G extension um, that allows it to be executed with GDB as a debugger. And then we would say the file we want to compile is copy.c into an object file, and we'll call that object file copy. Okay, so after we run that, we would have a file called copy. It's an object file. Now, to run it with GDB, we would just say GDB, and then we would run it how we would normally run any object file. After that, we would have something that looks like this, and it'll say basically what do you want to do now that you're in GDB running this file. So we would say put a breakpoint at main so that when we start running this file, we're going to start at main. And so after that, a breakpoint gets set at main, and then we can say something like run. We want to run the file from starting from main, and the argument that main is going to take is the source file, which we copy from is copy.c. For example, it could be anything, it doesn't have to be copy.c. And we want to copy it into a new file called copy.bak. And so it'll raise the error, line 13, the if statement is wrong. So we can go ahead and fix that by doing this. What we sorry. What was it? It was like oh my God. So FD equals open. So I have this one. Oh yes, sorry about that. So it looked like that, and then the operations would be in the correct order, and it would run properly. This one wouldn't get caught, but we do need to fix it. So what we would do is, 1 second. I just got, what was that again? Oh God, so bad. Sorry guys. Okay, so yeah, we would do like this, and then we would get rid of this one, I believe, right? So, uh, sorry. Shoot. Why is it- I believe that should be right, but I don't know why it feels wrong. Okay, I think that's right. And I apologize if I'm like having a brain fart right now. It's not. But yeah, basically you'd have to correct the way the brackets are set up. And then it should run properly. And then you could say, you know, uh, so copy. You'd obviously compile it again from scratch, and you can copy.c, copy.bak, and then it should work properly. And that's basically how GDB works. Um, yeah, and that's it. I apologize for the complicated you know, uh, it's just that CS servers and Global Connect is having some issues right now, and it can't be helped, I guess. I really apologize for that, and I hope it's okay. But thank you and have